evening, everybody. And as the Tuesday webinars happen, this month's or this today's topic is about how do you lead a business with a vision. My I have a lot of questions with people, and hence please be there on the chat box all the time and try responding them and see if it is making sense to you. Okay. How many of you ever leave your house without knowing where to go? I have a question. How many of you leave your house without knowing where to go? Have you ever done that? Please write it down on the chat box, yes or no, so that it is easier for me to talk to you. Okay. Write it down. Okay. That without knowing where you want to go, you just left. Okay. Still facing network issues. Okay. 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 No, right. Now, without knowing where the business will head tomorrow, okay, without anticipation, without prediction, without analysis, without emotional connect that joins people together, how can we run a scalable business? So even if we run a business, it becomes stale at one point in time. Even if we are growing, it goes one point in time, it hits the peak and comes down because people miss the game of leading the teams through a vision. Okay. And why is that so critical? Uh, I'm assuming that people are sitting at one location right now before I do this activity with all of you. Okay. I'm going to do a digital activity with all of you, right? I want you to close your eyes right now for 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds, close your eyes and see if I'm making sense and see why this is so critical for business when you want to scale up a business. Why is it so critical for you to make sure that you understand what we're talking today? If you don't understand, then this is one other webinar that you're attending, right? But for the next 45 minutes that I have with you, can I make sense to you? Can I impact and give you something positive that allows you to build a good business? So quickly, just close your eyes for 30 seconds and imagine if you are in a dark room or a place or a bungalow or a building which has nobody. There's nobody in that building, in that vicinity. You are just alone. Okay. See what is happening. How are you feeling once you close your eyes? All right. You can open your eyes now and please write it down on the chat box. How are you feeling? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling scared? Yeah, somebody's feeling scared. Just write it down. Write down your feelings there so that I understand. Okay, you did this activity. Go ahead quickly. I'm waiting for you. Uneasy. Suresh says uneasy. Sheetal says scared. Feeling good. Has a lot of time. Okay. Helpless. Okay. Helpless. Okay. So generally, most of you would have this kind of a feeling when you close your eyes and you imagine yourself alone somewhere and you cannot see. Okay. You cannot see. Now, very, very important is let's do the activity again and just close your eyes and see what's happening. Okay. Close your eyes on a 30 seconds now on a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just close your eyes quickly and listen to what I'm saying. Okay. We're all friends and we're going for a nice bike ride, a trip to Ladakh in the great mountains along the Gangas and fantastic climate. All of us are going together. Look at how those beautiful rivers, beautiful roads, high mountains, extreme climate, but you're still enjoying it. The ice and the land, the fantastic Pangong Lake, the Siachen border that protects us. We are looking at all of that, and we end our journey at Ladakh after coming from Kargil. On a count of three, just open your eyes right now. 1, 2, 3. Just open your eyes and please tell me your feeling. How are you feeling? Whether you are on a car, you are on a bike, you are on a jeep, it doesn't matter. Now, my question here is, my friends, a place where nobody's there and you are alone. you were feeling scared. Oh, you can join us next year, Jitendra. You can join us next year. No problems. Every year I go there. Every year on 25th of July, I go there with entrepreneurs and bike riders, right? So you can join me, no problems with that. So fundamentally, what I'm trying to put across here is that when you have a visual in front of you, even if it is a little scary, you get excited. The potential and the possibility for you to meet an accident is very less when you are sitting alone. But the potential is very high when you go to Ladakh because there are streams and there are rivers and there are mountains and there are valleys, but you're still ready and excited for it because you can see it. Because you can see it. If you can't see it, okay, there will always be anxiety in you. Now, as an entrepreneur, as a fundamental founder, if you are anxious, please do not expect your teams to be happy and excited. If you are anxious, your teams are anxious. Because your entire language, the way you speak, the way you talk to them, the way you talk to your customers, the way you talk to your bankers is going to change when you have clarity versus when you don't have clarity. How many of you agree with what I'm saying? Just write down 100%. How many of you agree with what I'm saying? Just write down 100%. When you have clarity, the anxiety goes off. Okay. And most of the time, we miss that clarity. Most of the time, because we are in hustle bustle of doing things, we lose that clarity. I'm going to share with you every aspect of how to develop, get that clarity. In the process, I'm going to tell you what are we going to do in the burning desire session. Why are people, so many people, 24,000 odd entrepreneurs across the country have gone through the program. I used to do it physically, now I do it digitally, and probably in a quarter I do it digitally also. I mean physically also. But fundamentally, why are people saying कि clarity मिल गई, अलग ही हो गया सब कुछ, अलग देखने का नजरिया हो गया? Because जो जो मैं जिस तरीके से दुनिया को देख रहा था, धंधे को देख रहा था, वो देखने का नजरिया बदल गया. नजरिया जब बदल जाता है, दैट इज व्हेन यू सी रिसोर्सेज अराउंड यू. बिकॉज रिसोर्सेज उसी को मिलते हैं जो तैयार है. रिसोर्सेज उसको नहीं मिलते जो तैयार नहीं है. ओके वरना आके निकल जाएंगे रिसोर्सेज, आपके ध्यान में नहीं होगा. आप उसको बोल दोगे नहीं ये महंगा है, इस पे कैसे भरोसा रख के, नहीं ये हो ही नहीं सकता. कस्टमर भी अगर आपको कुछ दे रहा है तो आप, क्योंकि नजरिया वैसा है. सबसे पहला नजरिया, सबसे पहली चीज जो करनी है वो नजरिया बदलना है कि धंधे को 100 करोड़, 150 करोड़, 200 करोड़ तक पहुंचाया जा सकता है 3 से 5 साल में. ओके क्विकली लेट मी नो हाउ मच इज योर टॉप लाइन. बस रेवेन्यू का नंबर लिख देना कि अभी मार्च 31 पे सर मैंने इतने पे क्लोज किया. मार्च 31 पे मैंने इतने में क्लोज कर दिया. आप बस वो नंबर लिख देना प्लीज अपने चैट बॉक्स में. नाउ द क्वेश्चन हियर इज, पीपल जनरली आस्क मी दिस क्वेश्चन कि सर 6 से 36 पहुंचा जा सकता है? 3 या 5 साल में पहुंचा जा सकता है? 5 साल भी बहुत ज्यादा हो गया. 3 साल में 6 से 36 जाया जा सकता है. अब मैं नहीं जानता कैसे जाना, इज अ गुड क्वेश्चन. हो नहीं सकता ऐसा नहीं है. करोड़ों लोगों ने किया, बस मैं नहीं कर पा रहा, या मैंने किया नहीं है, या मैंने उसमें उसमें अंदर घुसा नहीं हूं. दिस इज माई प्रॉब्लम. Okay. My humble request to all of you would be in the next 45 minutes, listen to what I'm saying step by step. Understand what I'm saying step by step, and then you see the magic happening. Okay. If you intend to come to the class, understand this digitally sitting with me, build your vision, build your mission, build your values, and build your macro plan for the next 3 years. Okay, you will see the magic happening for yourself only. Now, it doesn't matter whether you are 8 crores, 10 crores, 20 crores, 25 crores, or even 100 crores. Okay, why? Because that clarity is the key. जैसे कोई यहाँ पे somebody is saying 85 crores we closed, right? I think you are the same Vivekananda who give me a call, Vivekananda. I'm just assuming. I'm sorry if I'm making a mistake there, but if you closed at 85, is it possible for you to go 10x in the next 3 to 5 years? The answer is yes. Okay, we will have to build a vision that is emotionally attached to you, to your management team, and more importantly to the employees in the company. And hence I said the subject of this webinar is, of course, it needs strategies, it needs processes, it needs systems, it needs needs reviews. All of that is there, right? But unless and until a business leader, an entrepreneur like you is not leading with a vision. Okay. Now, Sheetal, this for you, you will build a vision, but execution has to be purely on sales, because unless and until you do not have revenue, you will not be able to attract good people. So first, for first 1 year, I'm focusing and asking you to focus only on sales, right? But build your vision. Okay. Similarly for Vivekananda and his team, similarly for Shubham and his team, it's very important that you build your vision so that everybody is working in one direction. I'm going to make some statements today before I get into the presentation. Same people, or people working together in common direction create vision and achieve their vision. I'll repeat what I'm saying. When people work in one direction, they create a common vision, and a common vision can lead to a common number. Everybody in the company if is aware, everybody in the company is aware that this is what we would do for you, then you see the magic happening. If everybody's connected to that one common vision, then magic starts happening. So with this, I'm going to start with my presentation. The presentation typically talks about what is the value pyramid. How can you build the value pyramid that allows you to make sure that you are moving forward in the scale that we all want to achieve. Okay. Now, my question here is very simple. How many of you have a written down vision statement in the company? On your chat box, yes or no? Quickly go ahead. On your chat box, on your chat box, please write down on the screens that I have a written vision in my company, and everybody knows it's a common vision. Everybody knows this is to be achieved in the next 3, 4, 5 years. Now, fundamentally, if we say Sheetal or we say Sandeep or we say Shubham and all of these people, okay, who say that they have not written, this is the fundamental problem. Please give up. आपकी एक गाड़ी है, आपकी एक बस है, उस बस पे कोई पार्टी तो लगाओ, उस बस पे कोई पार्टी तो लगाओ कि यार ये महाबलेश्वर जा रही है, सतारा जा रही है, बैंगलोर जा रही है, कहीं तो लगाओ। अब वो लगाओगे नहीं तो लोग कैसे बैठेंगे अंदर, और बैठ के भी खुश कैसे रहेंगे, क्योंकि जानते नहीं कहाँ जाना है। सो एक कॉमन स्टेटमेंट तो होना चाहिए कि भाई इधर जाना है। हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू अग्री? गिव मी अ थम्स अप ऑन द चैट बॉक्स इफ यू अग्री। मेरे पास अगर एक बस है, मैं वो बस का ड्राइवर हूँ, तो आप उस बस में बैठोगे क्या अगर उस पर पार्टी लगी नहीं है कि यार ये पूना से महाबलेश्वर जा रही है, मुंबई से पूना जा रही है, या दिल्ली से आगरा जा रही है, पार्टी नहीं है। अब पार्टी नहीं है तो जाएंगे कैसे, बैठेंगे कैसे? जिसको जाना भी है वो कैसे बैठेगा? Because the topic is about leadership today, and I'm giving you some integral part. I have established this entire science, entire research in my book called Leadership Khichdi Made Simple. It's already there on Amazon. If you wish to buy, you can buy that. But the science has already been written. Unless and until people don't know where are we supposed to go, do not expect loyalty from them. Do not expect loyalty. Okay, so I'm going to give you your job descriptions today, see if it is making sense. Okay, so the first thing is that vision. So how do you create that vision? ऐसा है क्या कि कभी दिमाग में आके बाथरूम में बैठ के कोई ख्याल आ गया और लिख दिया, स्टेटमेंट चिपका दिया? नो, दैट्स नॉट हाउ इट वर्क्स। ओके, या किसी वेबसाइट पे जाके चार लोगों से पूछ लिया, चार लोगों से चैट जीपीटी पूछ लिया और विजन लिख दिया? नो, दैट्स अ वेरी शैलो वे ऑफ डूइंग दैट। वो जितनी जल्दी आप बनाओगे उतनी जल्दी आप खुद ही भूल जाओगे, और अगर आप खुद ही भूलने वाले हो तो भगवान मालिक है कि किसको याद रहेगा। I was sitting with a 100 crores, 150 crores company. I was sitting with the owner, and I mean, a year back, and we were establishing a consulting project with him. And he said, "Sir, मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको, हमारे कंपनी में सारे गधे हैं।" मैंने कहा, ऐसे क्यों कह रहे हो? बार बार बताता हूँ, कितना बताता हूँ, पर समझते ही नहीं है। मैंने कहा, अच्छा ठीक है। तो उनके पीछे एक विजन स्टेटमेंट लिखा हुआ था, एक स्टेटमेंट लिखा हुआ था, राइट। मैंने कहा कि विजन स्टेटमेंट क्या है आपका? व्हाट वेयर डू यू वांट टू गो? सर ये क्या, इधर जाना है, ऐसा बोला। दिस इज व्हाट ही सेड। ये क्या सर, इधर जाना है? बोले पढ़ के बताओ, बिना दे के बताओ। तो वो खुद को आदमी को पता नहीं था। 100 सवा 100 करोड़ की कंपनी, उसको उसने जो स्टेटमेंट लिखा है, जो वो चाहता है कि दुनिया समझे, वो खुद याद नहीं कर रहा था। इफ यू वांट टू लीड पीपल एंड इंस्पायर देम टू डू मोर, you have to have a strong vision. Now, your vision is a part of your mission, your purpose, and your purpose is a part of your values. Okay. So while I'm going to share the structure with you right now, uh, can I request my team to give me the rights to share? Can I request my team to give me the rights to share, please? So fundamentally, when I write about, vision is the third part, right? Vision is a famous word. Values चाहिए. What do you mean by values? It means a timeless guiding principle that requires no external justification. इसका मतलब क्या है कि मेरी संस्था की ऐसे कुछ मूलभूत तत्व या प्रिंसिपल्स या सिद्धांत जिनको मुझे दुनिया को बताने की जरूरत नहीं, मैं ऐसे और मेरी कंपनी ऐसे अंदर जीती है. आप खुद से पूछो कि वैल्यूज, हाँ वैल्यूज तो है सर हमारे, हमने लिख भी दिए, हमने ब्रोशर में छाप दिए, हमने वेबसाइट पे डाल दिए हैं. आप खुद से पूछो, अगर मैं आपको आप कल जाके वैल्यू ऑडिट कर लिया, कल जाके ऑडिट कर लिया किसी किसी ने आपकी कंपनी का, किसी ने, आप ही ने करना चाहिए, क्योंकि धंधे वाले का सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम क्या है, उसको पूछने वाला आदमी है नहीं कोई, राइट? सो आप ही ने अगर कर लिया और वैल्यू ऑडिट कर लिया, तो आप खुद से पूछो कि कितने लोग उस वैल्यू पे काम कर रहे हैं, इंक्लूडिंग यू, इंक्लूडिंग यू. ये वो सारी चीजें हैं जो दिखती नहीं है दोस्तों. बैलेंस शीट में नंबर दिखता है, ओके? और वो नंबर जो इकोनॉमिक्स में ट्रांसफर होता है वो इमोशन से शुरू होता है. द जर्नी ऑफ एनी स्केल स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम इमोशंस टू इकोनॉमिक्स, ओके? इमोशनल पार्ट ये है. जब तक वैल्यूज वैल्यूज हाईवे की उस गाइडलाइन की तरह है, वो व्हाइट लाइन जो लास्ट में होती है उसकी तरह है, कि इधर भी जाओगे तो एक्सीडेंट है, उधर भी जाओगे तो एक्सीडेंट है. उसके अंतर्गत पॉलिसीज लिखी जाती हैं, गवर्नेंस किया जाता है. So unless and until I do not write down my values, I do not define them. लोगों को समझ में नहीं आता यहाँ पे इस हाईवे पे गाड़ी चलानी कैसी है, वो कौन सी भी लेन में कभी भी चला देंगे, किधर भी रुका देंगे. सो दैट इज वेरी वेरी क्रिटिकल फॉर यू टू टेक अ लॉन्ग टर्म लीप. अगर लॉन्ग टर्म लीप लेना चाहते हो, तो इट इज, इफ यू वांट टू गो फ्रॉम 6 to 60, if you go want to go from 60 to 600, and I'm saying this after consulting almost 700 organizations, my friends, who have grown 10x. Saying this with authority after training 24,000 odd businesses in the last 11 years of my life. I'm saying this after completing my PhDs and work at University of Stanford on values. So realize what I'm trying to put across here. I'm talking from a sense of an authority, that unless and until you do not have values that are written down and defined well, communicated to everybody, और उसके आधारे आप अपने प्रोसेसेस सिस्टम्स बिठा रहे हो, तब तक कंपनी हमेशा ऊपर नीचे करती रहेगी, और हमेशा डर लगा रहेगा कि यार हम सही कर रहे हैं कि गलत कर रहे हैं. सो एक तो पॉइंट बी चाहिए कि विजन क्या है, अगले 3-5 साल का विजन क्या है, और उसकी गाइडलाइंस चाहिए कि इन गाइडलाइंस में ये 3 से 5 साल में इतना होगा. ओके, गिव मी अ थम्स अप इफ एवरीबॉडी इज अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. जस्ट गिव मी अ थम्स अप इफ आई एम मेकिंग सेंस क्विकली on your chat box so that I can move forward. On your chat box, just give me a thumbs up if you're understanding what I'm saying. Okay. Now that takes us, yeah. So thank you very much. If you're understanding what I'm saying, just keep giving thumbs up, because we cannot talk with each other. So at least you are understanding what I'm saying, right? So that's values for you. Values are like those white lines on the highway. These are timeless guiding principles that require no external justification. ये आपको खुद के लिए बनानी होती है, ये आप कॉपी नहीं कर सकते. इस आप चैट जीपीटी से यूज नहीं कर सकते, इसे बनाना ही पड़ेगा. और जब आप उसे बनाते हो, आपका एक इमोशनल कनेक्ट होता है. उस इमोशनल कनेक्ट से जब आप लोगों को ये बताते हो कि दिस इज हाउ इट हैज टू बी डन, वो दिखता है. Okay, so that's one. Can you use tools like ChatGPT to make it? The answer is yes. But ethos आपका है, और वो ethos कैसे बनाया जाता है उसका एक प्रोसेस है. उस प्रोसेस के थ्रू अगर जाओगे, then you see magic happening of those values, because values are the places which help you to take critical decisions. ओके, क्रिटिकल डिसीजंस. मैं आपको क्रिटिकल डिसीजंस ग्रोथ के बता देता हूँ. पैसा लगाना नहीं लगाना, आदमी को लेना नहीं लेना है, नई ट्रेडी खोलना है नहीं खोलनी है, नया प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च करना है नहीं करना है, ये सारे क्रिटिकल डिसीजंस है. किसी को रिटेन करना है, फायर करना है, ये सारे डिसीजंस वैल्यू बेस्ड डिसीजन होते हैं. मैंने ऐसे भी धंधे वालों को देखा है जिनको मालूम है कि चोरी चुकारी कर रहा है आदमी, फिर भी रखते हैं उसको, क्योंकि वो वैल्यू से अपनी डिसीजन ले रहा है. मैंने देखा है कि अच्छे परफॉर्मर लोगों को भी निकाला गया है अगर उनकी वैल्यू बेस में कई गलतियां हैं. प्लीज रियलाइज, वैल्यूज आर इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू टू टेक क्रिटिकल डिसीजन इन योर लाइफ एंड बिजनेस. अगर उसे आइडेंटिफाइड नहीं है, जैसे फॉर समबडी लाइक मी, ओके, कंट्रीब्यूशन इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वैल्यू. इफ आई डोंट फील contributed by the end of the day, I'm not motivated. So I ensure that I'm doing something that is contributing to the world around me, right? If I don't solve a problem, if I don't create a solution, I'm not happy. So the entire organization is also working that way. It is very important for all of us to realize the importance of these values, because these are your warriors to take decision in the difficult time. Now, when I say difficult time, I'm also talking about critical time. So values, vision and mission. अब ये लास्ट वर्ड है मिशन. ये क्या है? ये होता है एक ऐसा स्टेटमेंट जो आप जिंदगी भर जीना चाहते हैं. विजन क्या है? आपका डायनेमिक डेस्टिनेशन है. 3 साल बाद आप शायद चेंज कर दोगे, या 3 साल बाद वो बदल ही जाना है जब आप वहां पे पहुंचते हो, राइट? बट मिशन क्या है? ऐसा काम, ऐसी हरकत जो आप पूरी जिंदगी भर संस्था करते रहेगी. I hope people have got the difference between values, vision, and mission. Okay. Just let me know if you've understood this. Give me a thumbs up if you've understood this. Okay. Values, vision, and mission. Now, why is it so critical? Why is it so critical that unless and until this is not there, okay, you don't inspire people. You don't inspire people. Now, why don't you inspire people? Because the subject is about leadership. We will talk about this. Now, if you have a pen and paper, make a note of these 4 jobs. If you're an entrepreneur, make a note of these 4 jobs. What's your first job? Your first job as a leader is to make sure that you give direction to your people. I'll repeat what I'm saying. Your first job as a leader is to give direction to your people. If you are not able to give directions to your people, which is next 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, where are we heading? Okay, you will be in present, and every time when you are in present, your teams are in past. I'll repeat what I said ताकि आसान हो. अगर आप भविष्य में नहीं हो तो आपकी टीम वर्तमान में नहीं रहेगी. आपकी टीम भूतकाल में रहेगी और आप वर्तमान में रहोगे. आप जितने वर्तमान में रहोगे उतना स्लॉक करोगे, फ्रस्ट्रेट होगे, इरिटेट होगे, हसल करते बैठोगे, उतना ज्यादा, उतनी ज्यादा उतनी दूर रहोगे स्केलेबिलिटी से. बिकॉज अ कैप्टन नीड्स टू लुक फार, अ सेलर नीड्स टू लुक डाउन. अगर आप कैप्टन हो अपने शिप के तो आप डेक पे बैठे हो, आप दूर का देखोगे. सो फर्स्ट जॉब इज टू गिव डायरेक्शन टू योर पीपल. इफ यू डू नॉट frustration, they will be working for paychecks, and if they get 10,000 rupees more somewhere, they will jump. That vision inspires people to do more. Job number 1. Sir, at times teams don't listen. Arey, at times तो मेरे बच्चे भी नहीं सुनते. But do I stop inspiring them? Sheetal, is that making sense? Right? Why would somebody listen to us if it is not inspiring? Just because we are the owner. And if we only have those people who only listen to us, then we are not creating leaders in the company. It is important to have a different point of view. It is important to have that point of view which is not like us. Why do we want people like us? And why do we want people to listen to us every time? They have a different point of view, and it is merit. You should accept it and move forward. While I'm not going to jump and digress the subject, but I'm going to come back to the subject. Job number 2, if you have a pen and paper, write it down. Job number 2 is to give resources. Job number 2 is to give resources to your teams so that they can perform to the full potential. अब वो हार्डवेयर हो सकता है, सॉफ्टवेयर हो सकता है, वो एजुकेशन हो सकता है, वो ट्रेनिंग हो सकती है, वो एनवायरनमेंट हो सकता है, एंगेजमेंट हो सकता है, रिवॉर्ड रिकग्निशन हो सकता है, ये सारी सिस्टम्स. इफ यू डोंट गिव देम रिसोर्सेज टू परफॉर्म, okay, you are setting them for failures. And even if they perform, they are not going to feel that gratified, that gratification nahi hoga ki my company did this for me. So if you don't create that resourcing system, अब सिस्टम का मतलब क्या है यार? अप्रेजल्स कैसे होंगे, प्रोसेस कैसे लिखा जाएगा, एसओपी कैसे होगा, एजुकेशन कैसे होगा लोगों का, अगर ये नहीं है, okay, you will see people struggle. And when they get knowledge after struggle, remember one thing always: when anybody gets anything out of struggle, they don't give it to people. One of the reasons why entrepreneurs do not delegate well is because of this, because of your struggle. इतना स्ट्रगल किया है, इतना स्ट्रगल किया है, कोई स्ट्रगल के बाद अभी देने का दिल नहीं करता, छुपाने का दिल करता. So psychologically, people don't give any valuable thing to somebody else if they have learned out of struggle or if they have got out of struggle. Is that making sense? Give me a thumbs up if you understood what I'm saying. Why are we poor in delegation? Why are we poor in delegation? We are poor in delegation because we do not know the method of delegation. Point number one. There is a difference between delegation and abdication. अपन ने डेलीगेट, अपन एब्डिकेट कर देते हैं. एब्डिकेट का मतलब तू, ये तेरा काम है, तू कर. उसको ना सवाल पूछो ना कुछ करो, ना उसको एडुकेट करो, ना उसकी कॉम्पिटेंसी चेक करो. That's called abdication. That's not called delegation. There are two different words in English, right? So important here is, if you intend to give it to your people, don't give them struggle. Try to make their life easy as possible so that they can perform to the fullest potential. अब पॉइंट क्या है, दूसरा पॉइंट क्या आ जाता है इसके वजह से कि यार सर हम सब देते हैं उनको, पर वो परफॉर्म नहीं करते. वो परफॉर्म नहीं करते नहीं क्योंकि उनके पास मेजरमेंट नहीं है कि मैं परफॉर्म करूं. क्या ट्रैफिक सिग्नल है कि भाई रोड क्रॉस करना है, नहीं करना है? कोई तो ट्रैफिक सिग्नल होना चाहिए ना कि भाई सेल्स वाला हूं, सेल्स वाले ने इतना धंधा करना चाहिए, इतना एंगेजमेंट लाना चाहिए, इतना रिपीट बिजनेस होना चाहिए, इतने प्रॉस्पेक्ट करने चाहिए, इतने अप्रोच करने चाहिए. कोई है, कुछ है सिस्टम? मैं मशीन बनाता हूं तो भाई इतने इतने टाइम में एक मशीन बननी चाहिए, इतना प्रोडक्ट लाना चाहिए, मैं प्रोक्योरमेंट में हूं, मैं इतना पैसा इतना बचाना है, इतने ए कैटेगरी, इतना बी कैटेगरी, इतना सी कैटेगरी. मैं स्टोर का हूं तो मेरा स्टोर ऐसे मैनेज करना है. कहीं दिया है उनको? कोई कोई टाइम टेबल है? कोई स्कोर बोर्ड है? बैट्समैन कैसे स्कोर करेगा अगर उसको स्कोर बोर्ड नहीं दिख रहा? पता ही नहीं है. आप विराट कोहली को सामने लेके आ जाओ और उसको बोलो भाई बाउंड्री नहीं है तेरे को, तू ना तू किधर भी मार, और मेरे मूड पे मैं तेरे को सिक्सर दूंगा. खेलेगा वो? अरे बाउंड्री तो दो उसको. Get some bowler and tell you keep bowling. I will decide whether the player is out or no. Stump नहीं है पीछे. ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? You'll have to give them something, some economic way of looking at their performance, जिसको हम milestones और goals कहते हैं. Well, the next job, the third job, this is the second job, right? First job was give them direction. Second job, give them resources. Third job is to engage them. अब कुछ लोग बोलते हैं हाँ सर हम जाते हैं, वो हम प्लांट के पीछे पार्टी करते हैं. नहीं नहीं, हम साल में एक बार पिकनिक को जाते हैं सर. इज दैट व्हाट इज एंगेजमेंट ऑल अबाउट? हम बर्थडे के केक काटते हैं. भाई 250 रुपए का बर्थडे का केक, उसकी आइटम भी देती है उसको, उसकी बीवी भी देती है उसको, उसके बच्चे काटते हैं, उसका फ्रेंड्स काटते हैं, सारे काटते हैं. 4 केक तो वो ऐसे ही दिन भर काटता है. उसमें आपका केक महीने में एक बार मिलने वाला, उसको क्या फायदा? उसको लुक एट द इम्पैक्ट, लुक एट हाउ ही, क्या कौन से लेवल पे इंपैक्ट कर रहे हैं. एंगेजमेंट का मतलब है कि जब वो इंसान मेरी कंपनी में काम कर रहा है, क्या उसकी जिंदगी में वैल्यू एडिशन हो रहा है? जब वो इंसान इस कंपनी में काम कर रहा है, क्या उसकी जिंदगी में वैल्यू एडिशन हो रहा है? वो कैसे किया जाता है? उसको नए प्रोजेक्ट्स देके, उसको नए रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज देके, उसको डेलीगेट करके, उसको एम्पावर करके, इसको एंगेजमेंट बोलते हैं. उसको रिवॉर्ड करके, उसको रिकॉग्नाइज करके. लुक एट द वर्ड्स दैट आई एम यूजिंग. रिवॉर्ड, recognition, delegation, empowerment, projects, challenges, education. These are ways you engage your employees. These are ways you engage your employees. Not by giving them birthday cakes, not by giving them a 500 रुपए का check, not by giving them a party, not by giving them a क्या कहते हैं उसको, एक yearly picnic. That's not how it. ये तो by default है. ये आपके लिए एक्साइटमेंट था 1980 में. 1990 के लोगों को ये बड़ा एक्साइटमेंट था, 2025 के लोगों को नहीं है. If you don't understand that, then obviously people are not going to stick with you and they're not going to get attracted also. अब 5 से 6 7 8 करोड़ के धंधे हैं जिनके, उनको सिंपल सिंपल सा ये पढ़ाई लिखाई कर लो. जो भी कंपनियां 25 30 करोड़ के ऊपर चली गई है, सीधा सीधा ऐसे लोग लाओ जिनको ये करना आता है. फालतू का टाइम वेस्ट करने में कोई मतलब नहीं. Right now, let us move to the last part of it. The last part of it is called asking questions. चौथा job. Chauथा job is asking questions. If you do not ask questions in a rhythmic format, रिदमिक फॉर्मेट मतलब रिव्यूज हो गए. सो डेली केडेंस का रिव्यू है क्या, वीकली केडेंस का रिव्यू है क्या, मंथली है क्या, क्वार्टरली है क्या, हाफ ईयरली है क्या, ईयरली है क्या. Just write it down on the chat box. How many of you conduct your annual operating plan every year? Quickly. AOP लिख देना. AOP, yes. Okay. AOP, yes. Or you can write down no also. No problems. Write down yes or no. I mean, I am always surprised. आई एम ऑलवेज सरप्राइज यार. घर में बैठ के तो साल का बजट बना देते हैं कि कहाँ घूमने जाना है, कौन सी प्रॉपर्टी खरीदनी है, कब जाना है, राइट, कितना करना है, कहाँ घूमने जाएंगे, बच्चे के लिए क्या खर्चा करेगा. और संस्था चला रहे हो, संस्था का एओपी नहीं है. अच्छा, प्रॉब्लम क्या है, नहीं सर हम बजट बनाते हैं और वो पूरा नहीं होता तो अपन भूल जाते हैं. छठे सातवें महीने में तो बजट की धज्जियां उड़ जाती हैं. अब इसीलिए ये रिव्यूज बहुत जरूरी है. इसीलिए ये रिव्यूज बहुत जरूरी है. अगर अगर आपके पास पेन पेपर है, आप लिखना शुरू कर दीजिए. दिसंबर में ये प्लानिंग शुरू करो. फरवरी एंड तक ये प्लानिंग क्लोज करो हर साल, ताकि 1 अप्रैल से वापस लोग काम पे लगे. वरना तो मार्च अप्रैल तो पूरा इसी में निकल रहा है कि अभी यार अच्छा धंधा हुआ, इस साल इतना किया, अभी आगे देखते हैं कैसा करना है. तो आपका रिदम आते आते टीम का रिदम Q1 के बाद आता है. होता है नहीं होता. ये गिव मी अ थम्स अप इफ यू नो जस्ट राइट डाउन यस. ओके, राइट डाउन यस इफ दिस हैपेंस. आपका रिदम आते आते मार्च खत्म हो जाता है, अप्रैल खत्म हो जाता है, और टीम का रिदम आते आते फर्स्ट क्वार्टर निकल गया. Right? So people who have built these practices, fantastic. People who have not built these practices, these are essential practices that you need to build for you to scale the business. So what are the 4 jobs? Job number 1, give them direction, which is your values, your vision, and mission. Job number 2 is to give them resources, which is your strategy, governance, which is your projects. Third is to engage them, which is your rewards recognition system, which is your method of educating, empowering, delegation. And the last is asking questions, which is reviews. If you do not have these mechanisms being placed as management practices in the business is not going to move forward. It is highly dependent on you. And if it is highly dependent on you, then it is going to finish after you, or maybe when you're there also. Okay. How many of you would want your business to be after you? Please write it down on the chat box. How many of you would want to have your business after you? I know it's a powerful question. Please write down yes or no. Then is a simple thing. Your business needs its own identity. I'll repeat what I'm saying. Your business needs its own identity. If your business does not have its own identity, then it will vanish after you. Burning desire is about creating that identity. Burning desire is about making sure that your business is separate and you are separate. And you are working for your business. You are working on your business. You're not working in your business. Because if you work in your business, you are nothing but self-employment. If you're working on your business, that's when you can able to grow it. You'll have to ride that wave. You cannot be inside that wave. Okay. I hope in the last 35, 40 minutes, I have been able to give you all the information that is required and to look at the specs of what burning desire is. Okay. I do these batches in a very close group, 15, 20 people maximum. Okay. So that these kind of conversations can happen. One of the batches already on. I mean, I'm already in the batch every morning. Okay. The next batch is starting off. People who feel that, okay, this man made sense. Okay. And we would want to build that identity, a business identity for ourselves, so that we also can work and people can get attracted to it. I will tell you how to pitch it. I will tell you how to make it. I'll give you all the values and how to build those values. I'll help you to build your entire next 1 year, I mean, 3 years plan. All of this will be done. Okay. And what I can tell you is one thing. I may not be the best trainer, I may not be the best consultant, I may not be the best coach in the world, or as people claim, but I'm genuinely a trustworthy human being who will put his heart and soul while it is getting done. Because I firmly believe that every business that scales up, okay, it's not just about money. You are creating employment, you're creating a better unit, you're creating more stability in the society. So with that thought of mine, I thank all of you for being a part of this webinar. I hope all of you enjoyed it. I hope all of you liked what I shared. I would definitely love to see you in the web in the training. That's called Burning Desire. I'm going to conduct my 336th batch, and I've been doing this for last 11 years consistently. So anybody who wishes to join, please go ahead and join. More importantly, uh, please, I have something that I oftenly do. Please rate the information and the ethos that I gave you from a range of 1 to 5, and realize leading teams with that inspires is that game of vision, mission, and values. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless all of you. May you lead your businesses well. May you grow well. And every time, anytime you feel okay, this is an institute that I would want to learn from. Uh, SIL will always be there with you. Thank you very much, everyone. And you can definitely get in touch with touch with our teams, and of course registration for the batch as well. Thank you very much. God bless it.